Hi, Striker. How you doing? Very prompt. Good to see you. I'm doing nothing special at all. Just kind of felt like streaming. I don't remember what's here. There's a couple things I actually want to talk about, just in general. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Okay. Think about fishing in Stardew? Lovely. Lovely. So, okay, so I found, I've been making this epic tunnel. Not this. This is just my standard strip mine. But I've been making this epic tunnel, and I kind of just went in a direction thinking I'll go there and check it out, and see what's going on, and eventually, I want to do a second base. Yeah, the epic tunnel. I'll show you. This is not the epic tunnel. This is just a little big strip mine. But so I was, and then I when I checked out, and then I thought, I really should see where this is going, so I can. I should see where my epic tunnel is going, right? Let's see where the epic tunnel is going. That way, I'll make my base. And so I got the coordinates. And I went up there, and it's literally the middle of the ocean. I was like, well, crap, I guess I could do an ocean base. Here's the epic tunnel, by the way. I had an idea with this, too, and I really like this. Anytime I run into a little cave when I'm doing this, I do it in glass so we can see it. But then, I had this idea, and I did a little exploring on the surface. And you can see this tunnel is indeed epic. Hi, Kev. Running from the redstone lesson. I have not forgotten. I know. We'll get back to it. But I was just talking with Striker about my epic tunnel. This is the epic tunnel. Anytime I run into a little cave, I do it in glass so we can see it. And you can see this tunnel is indeed very long and very big. But I did a little exploring on the surface. And there's an island. Oh, look, see, I really like this idea. We like looking into little caves and stuff. We can see what's happening. Hi, Twisted. How you doing? Twisted, you're prompt as usual. Again, this is just. I just felt like doing a little stream. Actually, there's some things I wanted to talk about. To be honest, this is my epic tunnel, and you can see it's very long. It's very, very long. You got a beef on another server? I'm sorry about that. That kind of sucks. I don't like that. I don't like drama. I don't like beefs. I don't understand how grass can grow down here. I'll be honest with you. It's in a cave. So I'm just showing off my epic tunnel. And there's some things I want to talk about today too, actually. Crazy things keep happening? Yeah, I don't like internet drama. I'm not a fan. Just enjoying some lovely coffee. And I'm going to have to place another order, but I'm kind of holding off. I'm kind of holding off a little bit. Because Black Friday's coming up very soon. And typically the place I order coffee from, Cafe Vita's in Seattle. And this is the end of my epic tunnel. I need to go, I think, another 200 feet and a little bit over that way. And there's an island that my epic tunnel can go to. That's what I'm super excited about. Someone moves everyone from a giveaway and to most some stuff. Oh, that sucks. I'm not a fan of bad stuff. Oh, but also all that. Look, I have Fortune 2. I have Fortune 2 on my pickaxe. I got it. I did it. And I also have a pickaxe that has Silk Touch. I'm very excited about the whole thing. So, anyway, I'm just snorking around and doing some stuff, and I wanted to talk a little bit about some things because I was. Oh, thank you so much, Twisted. I'm super excited about it because, yeah, it took me forever to get that, and I'm really excited about it. When I finally saw that, I was like, oh heck yeah. I need mending on all my stuff too, so I have to work on getting that. But I was talking to somebody the other day, and they asked me about my channel, and as of this thing, I'm at 499 subs. I am 1 sub away from being able to monetize my channel, which I'm not going to at the moment. I don't I don't have any misconceptions about how much money I would make. I think if I was lucky, I might make $20 a year. Okay, so this one is Java. This server this one is Java. You can see. Hold on, let me show. My exploring Minecraft, which is there's one that's gonna be released today. That's on Bedrock. That was done before I started doing Java. But this new world is Java, and I think I'm going to keep. I prefer Java over Bedrock. I'll be honest with you. There's subtle differences where I think the Java is just makes it a significantly better experience. Have you seen Striker? Have you seen this base at all? This is my new base. I don't remember if you've been around for this. Very excited about it. Let's see. I need some more food because I'm also running out of potatoes. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So, well, let me show you around. So, okay, let's see. Let's see what time of day it is first. I'd be happy to give the grand tour. So this is not the old base. This is a brand new base, brand new world. It is daytime, yes. So let me show you if this looks vaguely familiar. What? Okay, there's some skellies dying. Hold on, let me shove this up here just in case. If this looks familiar, it's in a desert temple. I built my base in a desert temple. Come here. Come here, stupid dirt. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. So I built my base in a desert temple, and the reason I built it in a desert temple was when I first showed up here, and I first created this world. Let me put this away. I came here, and I was like, oh, cool. And I looked around a little bit. I was in the desert, and I searched around a little bit. And I was like, okay, there's a town here. Due to my incompetence, the town is now completely deserted. But regardless of that, I saw that there was a desert temple nearby. So I went to the desert temple, and it was already exploded. When I opened up, it looked perfectly pristine inside, and I opened up, and it was the trap had been set off before I even got there. I didn't hear the explosion or anything. And my take is that I had the unfortunate incident of having a gribbler spawn in that space underneath the floor of the desert temple, and it set off the explosion. And so I looked at this and thought, well, I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use this as my base. I'm going to have a desert temple base. And so this goes down to my mines. That's just where we came from. No, wait. This goes down to my mines. That's just where we came from. This goes to the epic tunnel. Yeah, and it blew me away. This goes to my nether portal. Notice I like steel door with the trap because we don't want to, don't want any gribblers coming through. This goes down to my very first XP farm. It's not the best XP farm in the world. It's not the most efficient, but it's mine, and I made it work. Very happy with that. I lost some good loot, 100%. I 100% did. Here is my bedroom. I built this without realizing that I built it immediately over the sheep pit, and so now every time I go to sleep, I have to listen to sheep, and I deeply regret it. Oh, thank you. It took me like 8 tries to get it to work. Okay, this can go away because that was just a note for me because I had a pickaxe that I put up here. I didn't have enough XP. I had a pickaxe that I put up here that had a fortune on it, and I didn't want to screw it up, so I just put that sign up so I wouldn't do anything. But yeah, this is where I'm enchanting. I do deeply regret building over the sheep pit. I deeply regret it, but it is what it is. So, shitty. Okay. Now here's where my animals are. There we go. There's the cows. Wow. We need to cull some cows here. Here's some sheep. Let me tell you, it was a Herculean task. Is that a max enchantment zone? It is. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. The only thing I'm really missing is a really, really good XP farm, and I think that's going to be in my new place. So Kaz was the one who sort of showed me the one where you basically set up gribblers, and they drop like however many feet they drop, and then you can kill them with one thing. I think that's what I'm going to set up for my next one. Let's see, what else haven't I showed you? I think that's pretty much the base, pretty much. Oh, let me show you here. I'll show you down here. I'll show you my farm. Love to give the tour. Love to give it. I really like these diagonal tunnels. I think they look really nice. So here's my underground farm. We have wheat, of course. Beets. Potatoes. Pumpkins. And I was watching SB737. Mob Grinder, that's it. I was watching SB737, and he did a sugarcane, an automated sugarcane farm. And I was trying to, in going with what Kaz has been telling me, which is like, just look at some redstone stuff, look at how it's built, understand what each component does. And so when I saw SB737 make this, I was like, I understand that. I understand how this works. Like you mud because it's one of the few blocks where items will fall through it. We have the detector, we have the piston thing here, so that's going to push out when it goes and harvest that. And we have the detector here, so when it gets up to 3, then we harvest it. And then of course they're all hooked together, so it all happens at once. I was very excited about that. Or the Enderman farm? No, not the Enderman farm. The Gribbler one, where you set it up like 130 blocks above the ground, so that it doesn't, you don't have the spawn issues. Hi Swag, how's it going? Welcome. So anyway, I was just explaining some stuff, and I wanted to talk a little bit today because I was talking to a friend of mine who is wanting to start a podcast, and I'm doing great, Swag. I'm doing absolutely great. I just thought, let's do some Minecrafty stuff this morning. As you can see, I'm working on building up my stuff. Now that I have fortune, I'm working on building up things. I'm going to take this. Yeah, we'll take that. That's fine. Okay. Just let's see. This needs to come with me because it does. Oh, my fish is that Swag. One more there. We'll keep this over here. Okay. Just put this in here, and look, we have. Oh, I got plowed through it all. Cool. I was gonna say we have a bunch of that to do, but we don't. Actually, plowed through it all. Nice. So anyway, I want to talk a little bit about some things because I have a friend who's thinking of starting a podcast. Tell me a simple good thing. You can do that because you couldn't when you have to leave voice call. Oh, I see. Okay. You have one observer at the end. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. I didn't even think about that. Yep. No, I didn't even think about that. That's interesting. Because you're right. You don't need to detect every single time. You just need to detect it once, right? It's not going to be the most efficient because I think these are going to be these. I mean, none of them are the most efficient, but that would be much. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I may redo it and do a version 2. That's excellent. That is very solid. You say the other make more of those. Yes, I kind of think I do want to make more of those. I'll be honest with you. But I had a friend who's starting a podcast, and they asked me, coming up in, I think it's this April, I will have been doing this channel for 5 years, and I'll have been YouTube for 7. I had a channel about a year and a half, year and 3/4 before this one. And so, let's see, I want to do a little mining. And so, it was asking me about, because my channel's small, I'm as of this, I'm 499. I'm just one away from being able to monetize my channel. I'm not gonna monetize it yet, but I will at some point, maybe if I get enough viewers. But just the idea that I can do that is exciting to me, right? Let's see. We'll put that here. We'll put this here. We have signs. I'm going to take some signs with me because I like to do that. And I need to make a few. Where do we have here? I'm getting more and more enticed by bundles. I like bundles a lot. It's like the poor man's. Oh, there we go. We're in pretty good shape actually. Like what are those things called? Shulker boxes? I feel like bundles of the poor man's shulker. You know. I'm gonna keep the rest of that with me. Yeah, let's go just do some money. Let's do some money. And so I wanted to wait. By the time you get more subscribers, yeah, tell me about it. I feel like I just, for whatever reason, I'm not. Well, I mean, I know the reasons. I'm not stroking the YouTube algorithm, which is fine, right? It is what it is, and I love every single member of every single subscriber I have because I feel I work really hard for it, and every single one I just treasure each and every one of you. So, but he was asking me how I did that for 5 years, and oh wait, I don't want, this is not where I want to go. And I was mentioning that there's a book that came out in like the 1960s, and it's called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And the Minecraft video that's released today is Exploring Minecraft is a reference to that. The title's a reference to that. And if you haven't heard of this book, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, the title is a take on a really classic book. I don't want to go this way. A really classic book called Zen and the Art of Archery. And Zen and the Art of Archery, the title comes from a book from like the 1940s where a German philosopher went to Japan to learn archery, to learn this ancient sort of Japanese archery, and came back and basically wrote a book about Zen Buddhism and how this form of archery was interconnected with Zen Buddhism, and it really was the first introduction of Zen Buddhism to the West. And so in the 1960s, maybe early 70s, this writer wrote a book called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And let's see, we need to make I need to eat first. And it's an interesting book, and it's a book about creative output and things that stop you from doing things and things that it's just a really interesting book. Can I put this there? Yes. Okay. And so do I have you know what, I doggone it. This is why I did this. And so and it's a really Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's a fictional book. It's a fictional tale, but it's roughly autobiographical, and it talks about creative output and doing creative things and what keeps you motivated and what stops you from completing things. And I recommend it. Anybody who is doing a creative thing, I recommend looking into it because it's so much of YouTube now. It's not the way it used to be. So much of YouTube it's been irreconcilably Mr. Beasted, right? And I don't mean that in a necessarily negative way. I'm not a fan of Mr. Beast. I don't like reality TV, and I feel like he's turned Mr. Beast into reality TV. What YouTube is good at gaming channels. Look, let me tell you. Since August 16th, I have never seen as slow growth or as few views on my videos as I have since then. They changed the algorithm. Huge. Jacksepticeye and Markiplier talked about it. Like huge channels talk about this too. It's not changing what I'm doing. It's making me more resolved in keeping doing my own thing. But it's disheartening to say the least. But I'm going to keep doing it. So, is that what you're referring to? Because I'm just not getting referred anymore. It's just some people discover it, and I love them dearly. But that's kind of the part of it, right? Is that when I made this channel, of course I want to be successful, right? But YouTube is making non-face gaming channels show their face. Yeah, I'm not doing a face reveal, but you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, there's a lot of decent, really good gaming channels that aren't don't show their faces. Like there's just some really good ones. Nobody wants to see my ugly mug. Let me put it that way. Probably just wear a mask. Wear a costume and a mask. That's marvelous. Okay, let's see. Let's put a few things out here. Bonk. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Wait, I want to back up a little bit. Game was and everything. How you? I know, but again, it's everything has been Mr. Beastified. It really sucks. And you know what? I don't care. Like I just don't care. I'm gonna keep doing my own thing. I have a vision for what my channel to be, and I like the direction it's going. And if it's not the most popular thing in the world, then it's not the most popular thing in the world, and that's just it. You know, I'm not gonna change. Wait. And not to say I'm not going to change because, you know, Grr, get off my lawn. I'm not going to change. Like, I like what my channel is. I like the directions it's going. And I'm not going to be bullied into making something that's not, you know? You tend to neglect the fact that you have the power to upload live on your channel. Yeah, you know, but so the Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance really addresses this about having a vision. You know, a creative vision and things that can stop you from pursuing it. People telling you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to whatever, right? It's instead of having this vision and seeing what the vision is and going for it, right? And just flat out going for it. Hi Barney, how's it going? How you doing? I was just discussing being creative. We're talking about how YouTube is changing its way up some things and sort of punishing smaller channels that don't do face reveals and some other stuff. And it's like, you know, I'm not too worried about it just because I play such obscure stuff anyway, you know? I mean, I just thought of something. Maybe I'll become a VTuber. Can you imagine? I wonder if we could... That's an interesting idea. I wonder if I could be a VTuber. I'm gonna put a sign up here just to make sure I'm not stupid. That would be bad. I know it's so stupid. Here's what I genuinely like what my channel is. I like what it's grown into, and I'm not gonna change it. Let's see. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. There's a Gribbler cave. Here. No. Okay. Just because cat. No. I mean, like a guppy VTuber would be pretty sick. I'm not going to do it, but it would be pretty funny. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, I need a lot more iron, and this is cramping my style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna try this. We're gonna go this way. No, oh no, not a furry. No. No. Like a VTuber, like a cartoon cat. God no. I'm not. When in the last place I lived, there was a furry mom in the neighborhood, which was kind of cracked me up. You don't have to worry about it. That is absolutely not happening. It's 100% not happening. That is not happening as much as face reveal. So no worries. Dragon fur? Nope. Look, swat. drag. You know my feelings about dragons. It is 100% not going to happen. That's going to happen. There's a less of a chance of happening than a furry. You know my feelings on dragons. Whoops, hold it. What's going on here? Oh, that's interesting. Wait. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I may have to rethink my whole mining setup. I don't know. I said face with 1 million subs. I do remember that. And I don't think I'm ever going to get 1 million subs, but if I do, I will do a, and I also said not just face reveal. I said I would change my channel to permanent face. Like if I get 1 million subs, I will 100% do it. Free advertising. Tell your friends. Do tell your friends, because I'm one away from 500 subs. And let me tell you, I mean the how YouTube changed the algorithm in August is a little disheartening, but I will say this, that I've never had such growth on my channel and had such amazing people join my community than I have this year. And the Minecraft and the Stardew community has just been amazing. And I can't thank you enough. Oh, look at that, huh? Okay, let's can we do this? This is bad. Okay, is there something here? I feel like oh no, there's not. All right, I just need to, you know what? I need to go in a different direction. Picking up subs? How many do you have? You tell me. I have 499. 46. That's not bad. Let me tell you, I had single digits my entire first year. Up until August, I find that okay, this is not working either. So I think we're gonna have to do something different. We're gonna have to make a major change. And I've gone in two different directions. Maybe we do another direction. What do you think? I think so. Got decent amount in your last stream? Yeah, I think at the end of 2 years, I think maybe I had probably about the same. Yeah, probably about the same. Let me tell you, I started this year. Sorry. Okay, so there's some dropped frames now. So it's going to be a little stuttery. I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do about that, but there are going to be some dropped frames. I apologize for that. I just got an alert from, I'm trying to think, where we're going to, I could go this way. And I think I'm trying to find how do I, maybe we go here. Let's do it. No, that's not going to work. Darn it. Your first video was 2 years ago? That's great. No, I'm getting things into some drop frames from OBS. So I apologize for that. Even my live feed is showing like it's kind of snorking up, so I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do. I'm sure it's my ISP, but we'll try going this way. See what we can do here. Oh, yep. You know this is early because I haven't mined it, and now I'm all about the copper mining. All about the copper. Like watches too much YouTube is converted me. I no longer let copper go. I mine everything because every single one of these copper things is XP that I would normally not have. I can't thank watches too much for finally convincing my dumb self to start doing that. Your internet never works. It still says it's dropping some frames. So hopefully that'll get resolved soon. It's on my side. I do apologize for that. I don't know what else to do though, so we'll just keep. So anyway, I want to talk about being creative and doing stuff that's not. So when I started this channel, I had a vision for what I wanted the channel to be, and I don't watch TV. I don't go to movies. The vast majority of the entertainment that I consume is YouTube, and to a lesser degree Twitch. There are some Twitch streamers that I consume, but the majority of what I do is YouTube. And I wanted to give back, and I wanted to give back with something that I felt was meaningful. And hey, Iron. And so when I created this channel, I wanted to create an alternative to the super aggro, screamy gamer things. And I understand why. I do need copper golems. You're right, but we could talk about that. I have to rework that. But I wanted an alternative to, it's so funny when people talk about like all the gamers who do the scream now, they got that from PewDiePie. When PewDiePie was getting just really just going like a rocket. I mean, he was the one who did it first. And everybody sort of the high energy, super aggro gaming thing came from PewDiePie. And that's fine, but that's not who I am. Like this thing, I'm not a voice actor, I'm not whatever. This is who I am. Like I'm a frames are back? Yes, they are. Yep. They are. And so I just wanted to create something that was an alternative to I need to get the first playthrough of this brand new game out, screamy scream things. And I wanted, because I felt like this is not going to be, my channel's never going to be as popular as, Video and Donkey, right? It's just not. Like, but I'm also not chasing the algorithm. I have a vision for what I want it to be, and it's niche. And that just is what it is. And that's, to me, the beauty of YouTube. And I feel like currently I'm being punished for it a little bit, but I don't care. It's Jacksepticeye, mentioned, this is during lockdown, he took a lie detector test, and they asked, who's the worst creator on YouTube? Who's done more to screw up YouTube than anything else? He said Mr. Beast. And I believe that. I 100% believe that. I think that's absolutely true. 45 seconds behind? Oh no. He's turned YouTube into this, you need a giant team to do stuff. It's not just people like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier doing things that they thought was cool and fun, It's become this, we have to chase the algorithm. Every single thing I do has to be a bigger spectacle than the last. You see it even with the Minecraft community. Like, every single thing has to be, I have to create this bigger machine, I have to do this bigger thing, I have to do this bigger thing. It's not, and not just because they want to, because it has to be a spectacle. And I feel like what I'm doing is an alternative to that, because I just want to do cool stuff. I just want to play cool stuff and do cool things, and hopefully people enjoy it. You have yourself, your dad's computer, and your PS, and PlayStation. A lot of screaming is justified. Oh, sure, and even I don't think Geometry Dash is a rage bait game, but some games are like that, right? But the thing is, when you get, again, like I'm gonna say Video Game Donkey, because I think this is a really good example. His screaming and his heavily aggro stuff seems egregious. He's doing it to do it, right? And part of that is manipulative. Like he's talked a little bit before about how the vast majority of his viewers are children, like young children, and an adult being overly, how do I say this? An adult being overly emotional appeals to young children. So I mean, it's a manipulative tactic, and everybody got it from PewDiePie, who I don't think was being manipulative. I think that's who PewDiePie is, but he was kind of responsible for Minecraft specifically. Yeah, I think that's, to a degree, I think that's true. Yeah, but I think that he got that from I think that everybody got that from Mr. Beast. Because if you look pre-Mr. Beast, before Mr. Beast was so widely popular, you had, creators like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye who were just like, I really like horror, and I'm going to do horror games. And, it's interesting when I decided to, I've talked about this before, that I don't swear on my channel. I try not to swear. Sometimes I slip up and do, and I apologize for it, or I edit out of the videos if I can, and there's still continuity. But the reason I did that is because when I looked into doing other channels and how I wanted the vibe of my channel to be, some like, I think Markiplier generally doesn't swear. I think Jacksepticeye swears, but when he swears, it seems natural, right? And it seems like it's just like a regular guy just swearing like they do, like people swear sometimes. It didn't seem egregious to me. But like Moist Critical, anytime that Charlie swears, 100% of the time, it seems like he's doing it to be a spectacle. And that may not be the case. And again, I'm not slamming him for it. I like Moist Critical. I watch his stuff. I couldn't figure out why that was for the life of me. I could not figure out why some people it seems to work and other people it doesn't. Right? I just couldn't figure it out. And so I was like, well, okay, Markiplier, yes. Okay, so anytime that Markiplier does something, I think that he's an extraordinarily talented performer. Like, I like Markiplier. I like him a lot. But he does generally try to not swear, I think, in general. And again, who knows if it's on purpose or whatever, but it's... I do know that, like, one of the channels I watch is... it's a Scottish guy who's an electrician and does teardowns of electrical things, Big Clive. And Big Clive talks about, like, that his audience are like 100% adults. Often tradesmen, and when he swears, he gets significantly lower quality opportunities for advertisements, which is 100% understandable, right? A lot of brands don't want their brand associated with that, and so I felt like there could be people who look at my channel and think, I don't want to watch Snorgle because he swears too much, right? I think that could be a thing. What I don't think is going to be a thing is someone saying, I don't watch Snorgle because he doesn't swear enough. You do it when you're really yelling with your friends? Sure. Like when you're with the boys, Of course. I'm it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I have a collab coming up with a good friend of mine who has a podcast. We're going to be doing Repo, and I'm super excited about it because I haven't done a collab before. He's going to stream it live, and I'll make sure I put the stream up when it's live, and then I'm going to do an edited version of it. And so anyway, my getting back on topic here, my friend was talking about how do I keep going without the success, and I was like, I'm not doing this to be successful. I want to be successful, and I want to share with people, and I want people to see it, but swear enough. No, exactly. That's what I mean, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. It's funny to me. But part of it is just also just knowing what you want to do and how you want to do it. So like the guy who wrote, oh, doggone it. I knew this was going to happen. Okay, so I need to go a little bit more. Got it. We need to go just a little bit more. So for something like this channel, I have, I produce 9 videos a week, a video every single day, and an extra video on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and now also a live stream every Sunday. We're doing a bonus live stream now, but that's it's not just scheduling it and doing it ahead of time, because that's part of it. Part of it is realistically figuring out how you can do it and produce it. So like the guy who wrote Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, he was a technical writer at the time. That, writing was not his full-time job. Creative writing, that is, And so he used to get up at 6 in the morning. He figured out how he could do it, because you got to pay rent, you got to buy food, you got to, if you own a house, you got to pay a mortgage, like you got stuff you need. Same with me. Like I've got a day job, He would get up at 2 in the morning, Monday through Friday, and he would what the heck? And he would work until 6. He would write 4 hours every morning. Then he'd go do his job, and he'd come home and he'd go to sleep at 6 in the evening. He did that for 4 years. Like 4 years. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so that's kind of like, I worked out a way that I do my videos, and it allows me to produce my videos at a very high volume. And I worked really hard at coming up with something like that would work for me. And so I like a lot of times people get frustrated because they suggest something like Hollow Knight. And that's an interesting game. It's a little bit long for my channel, but it's an interesting game, and it would be interesting to do. It's not going to happen because those types of games that are really hard, same with like Dark Souls, right? Those types of games that are extremely hard, in order to make them engaging videos, it requires a lot of editing, like an enormous amount of editing, just because no one wants to see me. It's not engaging to watch somebody fail 20 times at a boss, right? And so sometimes when I do those videos, I do sometimes, and the pattern that works for me is, you show failing a couple of times, right? And then maybe you show a couple of, you cut out a bunch of the other, 18 other times, and you show 1 or 2 times where you start to figure out what happens, so that you have the story arc. Voice some of the characters in ASDF movie. Yeah. And Jacksepticeye has has a couple of has some voice credits too. Actually, it's really interesting. If you haven't seen the game Dispatch, Jacksepticeye and Charlie from Voice Critical both have pretty decent roles. And the funny thing is, Jacksepticeye talked about not wanting to do voice acting anymore because every single role he played, they wanted him because of his Irish accent, and then they didn't want to use a proper Irish accent. 100% of the time, if you listen to his stuff, they want him to do. My thing's full. They essentially want him to do a caricature of an Irishman, and he said it's insulting and it's stupid, and he didn't want to do it anymore. But yeah, like Jacksepticeye and Charlie from Voice Critical both have really big roles. There's a couple other people too. Maybe somebody from Game Grumps. Maybe they both have big roles in Dispatch. It's very cool. It's really neat. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's do this. Let's put some stuff over here. Put this away. Put these away. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Wait. Where's here? Oh, look at the flint I have, huh? Okay. Do I not have a... What's by my bed? Oh, I didn't realize I had that in there too. That's cool. Neat. Okay. Yeah, and I think that Jackson has a decent amount of voice credits, but it's just interesting to me because he did this one, and I think he talked about it a little bit on one of his maybe a live stream, maybe it was an interview. Talked about it a little bit and said that they were like, no, we want your voice, we want your whatever, and do it an authentic Irish accent. And he thought about it, and in Dispatch, the Irish accent he said he's trying to do, and it's a Dublin specific accent. I think is really cool. That's really neat. Like, I love it. I can't imagine how insulting it would be to be an Irishman. Somebody saying, we want you because we love your voice, we want your voice, but we don't really want it. We want a caricature of what we think an Irishman sounds like. That's insulting. That's yeah. Nobody needs that. So I think that part of doing creative stuff, hey, Iron. Wait, hold on, I'm being stupid. I'm being dumb. I've got fortune here. Every time I see iron, I need to get it with my fortune pickaxe because I get more. I have to get back into the habit of doing that. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Yep, perfect. I got a little extra, so. Okay, so I think just setting up realistic things and thinking about, and again, the book Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance really addresses this, and because that's really quite interesting to me, because he talks about things that what can stop you from being creative, and there's all sorts of impediments. There's things that can prevent you from your creative vision, and part of it is some people think that everything has to be absolutely perfect. That's why I always tell people, if you're going to do creative and you want to learn something, do it in the open. Like, there's a lot of power to realizing that you don't need to be afraid of something you do really sucking, right? And being terrible, because most things are terrible, especially when you first start. And you just do it. Just get going and do it, and pretty soon you realize you stop being afraid of not looking the absolute best and not doing the things the best, and it becomes really powerful to be able to look at something and say, I'm just going to go out there and I'm just going to do it, and it's going to suck, and I know it's going to suck at first, but it doesn't matter, because I will get better at it, and this is what happens to everybody, And I think that's a really powerful message to get people across. I had when I first started doing this, I knew that one of the things I needed to do. I had a channel before this. I mentioned this before, and I would do. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna get fortune. Okay, let's see. Oh, fortune's already paying off. That's great. And the channel I had before was one of those. I did a video a week. And it was I mentioned this before, I think. I mentioned what kind of channel it was. So it was a cooking channel. I would make recipes, and I had, my BFF, my bestie, hates to cook. And so I basically made a channel where it's like, I'm going to try to do recipes that she would make. And so it has to be just slightly, ever so slightly harder. Not significantly harder, just a tiny bit harder than looking in the freezer, grabbing something out of there and nuking it, and just microwaving it. It's got to be slightly harder than that, but still achievable. What was left on Slime Rancher games? I haven't really looked into it that much. I can. Do you have any suggestions? If you don't mind, maybe head over to the Discord and put them in game recommendations. I'll absolutely take a look at it and see. I'm up to try almost any kind. I haven't really played any Slime Rancher games, but I would be happy to take a look at it and see. Absolutely happy to take a look at it and see. So, okay, so we're going to have, there's some events coming up. Not this coming up week, but the week after is the week of Thanksgiving here in the U.S., and I have the entire week off. So I think what we're going to do is we did a poll, and the first Saturday, so not a week from today. Oh, hold on. Let me do something here. Stop. What's going on here? Yeah. Let me just mute Discord. I forgot. So we're going to do a team event, a co-op. Everyone's going to get together, and I think on Saturday, I'm not sure what game we're going to do on Saturday, but Saturday is a day when it's I think it's not a great day for Barney and Danny, because they have like school starting Sunday, so they can't stay up too late, and the hours don't gel super. Yeah, a week from today, yes. And then the Friday after that, I think we're going to do Stardew. I think we're going to do co-op Stardew. I think that Danny said she would host it. We'll double check on that and see if somebody can make sure they host it. But I think that's going to be, I think we do the Friday after that. So this coming up Saturday, a week from today, we will be doing something. Not sure what it is, but something. I almost wonder if maybe we go to a stronghold on the server. You'll dog on it. Well, I'm also planning on doing some other things too. Like I said, I have the whole week off, so we can test around and do a couple of different things and see and make sure that everything's good, because I have the entire week off, so I'm super looking forward to it. I forgot how far I'm going. I typically like to go to 100, and I forgot. So trying to work around everybody's schedule is a little tricky, but I think we can do it. So I think there's going to be at least two community events, possibly more. So where are we going here? This is 2, so I need to go 350. Friday is best for you. Yep, that's why we're doing it 2 weeks from yesterday. Is probably Stardew, I think. Oh, you don't like Stardew? I got it. Well, maybe you can come and just check it out. Hopefully. Let's see. Okay. So I think I thought about a couple of things about my epic tunnel, and I think that a couple of things. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use this, so we might as well. I was looking up something on how to best use your anvil to get the most out of it, because apparently it could cost more and more money the better your stuff gets, and then it becomes prohibitively expensive and it won't let you do it anymore. Plan on doing co-op Stardew? Oh, cross-platform. That does suck. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it this week on Discord and figure out what the best thing we do to try to include everybody. Like what the most thing we can do. That's probably best. How much coal did I get? Holy crap. Yeah, Fortune is really paying off here. I mean, maybe it'd be interesting. It wouldn't be bad from a Minecraft standpoint to do a stronghold. I think that'd be kind of fun. I haven't been to a stronghold, but we have some very good players who, I'm sure Swag's been to a stronghold multiple times. He's a stronghold veteran, I'm sure. Okay, that's pretty good. I think we have a new area for us to mine, which is good. You've been to a few yourself? Yep. What's the recommended platform for Stardew? We'll have to figure it out. I only have it on Steam, so we'll have to talk on Discord and figure it out. We'll have to get the logistics figured out. We'll figure it out though. Minecraft might be the best, just from a bedrock standpoint, because I think that anybody who has bedrock can join in on the server. I haven't played mobile Stardew. I know some people who've only played mobile Stardew. I'm very curious to see what it would be like. Kind of low-key can't wait for the new Stardew update to come out. Strongholds aren't going to be a problem. Coil rooms? Yeah, time we go. Yep. I've mentioned this before. I don't want to participate in killing the end dragon, but I will go with you and offer moral support. Let me tell you, that's a sacrifice because it still involves a dragon. But I will absolutely go there and offer moral support to everybody. Minecraft is fun. Yeah, it is. I like Java better. I don't like saying that because I'm not a fan of Java, just in general as a programming language. If Jimmy was here, he would be insulted. But that's why I just prejudice-wise, that's why I didn't choose Java in the first place, right? Oh, wait. Okay, we got this. Use the right thing. Okay. Starting to remember how to do this. Wait. There. Give me a spunk anywhere. Yeah, I thought about that too. So I don't make a Enderman mad. But I would love to experience that. And Kaz had a really great suggestion on how in this world I can go to the end, experience all the end stuff, and not have to fight the dragon, and still get like everything that the end has to offer minus the dragon. And it was a really good suggestion, so I'm absolutely going to do that. Okay. Bonk. I'm going to need to make some more pickaxes here pretty soon. Because I think I'm going to need a lot of iron for the rail system for my epic tunnel. I just need to water the entire island. That's why I don't have fall damage. I have. Oh, no, I don't have that one. I don't. Yeah. I probably should see if I can get like whatever the fall thing is. Let's go. I don't. Okay. What? How did this get here? Get out of here. I don't hate them. I don't hate dragons. I honestly don't. I just don't want anything to do with them. I don't know why, but I've always been that way. I don't wish them ill harm. I don't wish them ill. I don't wish them good. I just wish them to not be around me. Like that's 100%. I don't want anything to do with dragons. I mentioned before, like I played games like the Talos Principle, which I think is probably one of the most underrated puzzle games ever made. And I mean that. I 100% mean that. It's a fantastic game. It's marvelous. But they did like a dragon reveal, like 3/4 of the way through the first game, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm out. Like I'm out. I'm not gonna play anymore. You know. And I think it's a great game. I think it's a really good game. I just like I'm not gonna be like fool me once, shame on you. You know. Let's see. Let's do this. Put this in here, and we'll stick this in here. Oh man, speaking of one cycling, did anybody watch the mid-offs? SB737 just had one cycling down. It was really impressive. He won the mid-offs, like the Tubbo's mid-level speedrun thing. It was really good. He was so good. And he mentioned that like 5 years ago when he was a kid, he tinkered with speedrunning a little bit. And let's see, where are we here? We're at 248. So we're at 148. Every game from now on, these I'm getting at the game. It should. I know. I've had the only game I played where I thought the dragon was marginally okay. Oh, I'm stupid. I need to get a pickaxe. That's what being a dragon was marginally okay was Fields of Mystria, and that's just mainly because you don't really interact with them that much except to level up. Like that's it. And I think that in reality, it's not actually a dragon. It's actually some person who was turned into a dragon or something. I don't know. There's a couple of games where dragons have been remotely okay. Wreck is good at one cycles. Yeah. Yeah, I was impressed at how like SB737 just had it down. I mean, like down. Like he just had it absolutely nailed. I was very impressive. We need. Oh, there we go. Here. Okay. It was really, really impressive. Like I was genuinely impressed with how good he was at it. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna stick this in here just for now. I didn't piss in her. If I was watching a movie in a theater and a drag, yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably get up and walk out. I've told this story before. Like when my mom used to tell the story of when I was 3 years old, she was reading me a story. And a dragon came up in the story, and she said, "I didn't say a word. I just walked up and got out. I just walked up and left the room." 3 years old. It's baked into me somehow. I can't explain it. there's a lot of games when we get this. It severely limits my like gaming. Like there's a shocking number of dragons in there. Ironically, like if I'm working and I really want like heads down time, I listen to Dungeons and Dragons podcast. But the ironic thing about that is that there's never a dragon in Dungeons and Dragons, like ever. So I have another friend who refuses to realize that it's not all mythical creatures. Like, oh, you don't like griffins. No, I don't have a problem with griffins. Griffins are fine. Like, I just don't like dragons. Like, that's it. Just it. It's just, I don't want anything to do with them. I don't hate them. I don't like them. I don't whatever. I don't wish them ill. I just don't want anything to do with them. I admit it's weird. I fully admit that it's very strange. Uh-oh. What the heck? Hold on. Ocean, maybe? Not sure. Oh. Let's see. How can we do this? See if I can do this here. Oh my gosh. There's nothing cryptids? Fine. I'm absolutely fine with cryptids. Mothman, like no problem with cryptids at all. Like none. It's 100% strictly dragons. Like any other mythical type creature, great. Bring it. Love it. It's just dragons. Which again, I admit is odd. Like I admit it. Uh-oh. Oh no, gosh. What's happening here? Okay, this is getting too dangerous. We're going to block this off. Some of the rat pedals got skinwalkers in their chest. Let's see, 182. Yeah, we need to. Oh man, this is. Oh gosh. Okay, this is a little bit of pain. But we can do it. We can get through this. We can get through this. We got this. Okay. Okay, let's see where we go here. There we go. Maybe we did it. Oh, yep, I knew that was going to happen, but that's okay. Stop. Okay. There. Sweet. All right, let's keep going. Whoop, wrong one. Okay. You know, I probably, actually, should be using Silk Touch for this. Maybe. But I think we're doing pretty good on getting a decent amount of iron, which we need. Okay. Let's see if there's a little bit more around. Nope. Okay. That's. Okay. So. I mean, there probably is some implementation of a dragon in a game that I'd be fine with. I haven't run across it yet, really, but like I said, the closest I've come is like Fields of Mystria, which is like a Stardew clone. And I'm not full. Let's see. There. Need to get some more torches. I'm very excited about there. Let's see. Nice. There we go. Good. We are doing extremely well on iron. Very, very pleased with that. We got about 10 more and then we'll stop and get to another strip. For the real deal? Favorite dinosaur? Oh, that's a good. That's a really good question. I mean, I kind of like Brontosaurus. I feel like that people underestimate how cool and dangerous, absolutely massive, like vegetarian, vegan, they're not vegetarian, with it, herbivores could be. Like even alive now, not just current dinosaurs, but like I have a friend whose wife is a biologist, and she says people underestimate how large herbivores can make an apex predator in just a hot minute, can make an apex predator like really reevaluate all their life decisions. Brachiosaurus, yep. Like I kind of like that idea. Like when you see like, even now, like you see like a lion kind of mess with an elephant, and the elephant can make the lion really regret it, like big time, you know. If you ever seen, there was a video that came out a couple months ago about I think it was an English family on safari, and there was a honey badger who was messing with this elephant, and you can imagine how it went. Like, you meant not a massive stride event. Got to say, it's insane how influential it was. I agree. I 100% agree. It's not just that, right? I played a game called, oh shoot, what was it? I only played a couple of them because it was deeply unpopular and it wasn't that fun. And it was a game that came out. It was released like a couple of months before Stardew, and the difference was shocking. Like legitimately shocking. Pre-Stardew and post-Stardew games like that, amazing. Like the difference is just so huge. Let's put some of our stuff away. It was shocking to me how much Stardew has changed that entire landscape. It's incredible. I can't wait for the Haunted Chocolate Key to come out. I'm sure it's going to be a while, because he mentioned that he wants to make it exactly like he did Stardew, doing it all himself, which I respect. I understand that. I respect that. We're going to put this in here, and we're going to start putting this in here, and then we're going to put some stuff away here. So let's put this down here, so everything's neat and in order. Let's see here. What do we got going here? I'm going to put half in here because then we don't need the full thing. I think, yeah, I have flints in here. Go ahead and put this in here. So this is where I'm going to do the copper golem thing. I need to figure out how I'm going to change it. I have to change everything here to make it more accessible, and it's just a little bit of a, not an issue, but I just have to think about it. Andesite, yes. So one of the things I discovered relatively recently that nobody has mentioned to me before is you can use E to close the chests. And it's not extraordinarily unusual, but it's a little bit unusual because a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, I'm going to put this in here because I don't really need it at the moment. So not most of the time, but a lot of times, if you want to change something, you open something, you want to close it, you have to hit escape. And I've been doing that, and I haven't been hitting E, and I need to get in the habit of hitting E because E seems significantly more user-friendly. Okay. Let's see how our XP farm is doing. Okay, so it's going okay, not great. I keep a little extra stash of cactus in here so I can farm it a little bit and see how we're doing. There we go. Oh, because they had it turned off because I'm stupid. Yep. Yeah, okay, we're going to make sure we turn it back on so that we'll go. There. It's still daylight. Hey, what's going on outside? Gribblers? Gribblers? Hello? No? No, Striker? Uh-oh. We had some gribblers here. Get this out of here. So this is the town that I completely screwed up and caused everyone to die. I didn't know, I didn't realize when I came here. I came here specifically, I chose this base because there was a desert temple there, the town was here, and it's kind of, the town is a little bit on the edge of the desert, but it's also not, so there's trees and stuff. It seemed like an optimal situation. And then I just screwed everything up. I didn't lock the villagers in their homes. I didn't light the place up like it was nighttime, and they all end up dying to pillagers and gribblers. If you spam jump on the stairs, you go so much faster than running up. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to try that. Let's see. I think I need to get some more trees, though. What are we doing? How are we doing sun-wise? Oh, it's fine. Yeah, let's get some trees. Wait, we have to put stuff around here. Excuse me? How dare you? Okay. Yeah, we'll just come over here, get some trees. Trying to keep up on the wood. Okay. Anyway, the e-closing chest was just like, oh crap, that's how people do it so fast. The one cycle is cool. I watched a video how to zero cycle. That seems complicated. Like, it doesn't seem like it's rocket science, but it does seem complicated. Let's see, where are we going? There we go. Yep. Okay. Oh, hold on. These need to go down here. There. There. Get some other trees down here. Let's get some wood. I wonder whose handsome fellows came back to the chat. Still jealous I got a rare event to happen in Stardew? I've had a couple of interesting things. Okay. Do we have? We don't. We'll wait for those. Let's see. Those short trees always crack me up. They're kind of funny. I thought if I came over here, I might find some, and I did. Good. Doing okay. Oh, stupid. Okay, hold on. I swear. These stupid... Come here, stupid jerk. Get over here. Come here. Stupid jerk. Where's his friends? Aren't they usually... Where'd they go? Those things usually have people with them? Oh, how did you end up in there? Ouch. Dude. Get over here. Get over here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Fine. jerk. Pete's sake. How did they end up in there? That was so weird. That's about where he dies. That was so weird. How did they end up there? They must have just spawned there. That's so funny. Any others around? I thought there's sometimes more. Maybe the number of them. Actually, check around a little bit and see. Make sure there's not another one roaming around somewhere. I think I got them all. That was so weird. Did I get his dumb hat? Oh, I did. I got his hat. Okay. I'm not a fan of them. Just saying. I can put this away now. I don't. Okay. Controversially. I doubt it's controversial at all, but I'm just not a fan of it. Blending, we gotta get him off guard. Okay. I'll act like a cow. Moo. Moo. Do I have 2 extra cows? What's going on? Why does that cow have a crossbow? How am I doing on? Oh, I'm doing fine. Okay. Okay, put that in there. Good. We'll go ahead and stick this in here. Why not? Okay, I got another one of these stupid bottles. Another one of his dumb hats. I got 5 now. Put this in here. Oh, I'm a sheep. A sheep with a crossbow. We're all in trouble. Yeah. Put this back here. Yeah, we'll put this back here. That's fine. Let's see. I'm gonna stick this in here. I think I'm gonna put these here too, just for now. Let's put some stuff away too. Dirt. Let's not have a monkey. Running gag making fun of him? Probably. I need to go to... By the way, I love these copper lanterns. They're so cool. Put the lapis away. Come here, stop. Yeah. Okay. See, sharpness, power. Yeah, I need to... At some point I need to work on my bows. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I know where I want to put that. Want to hop into a generic voice chat and just chill? I understand that. I totally understand that. I delayed today's video. The one no one watches at 11:30 Eastern time. I delayed that because I didn't want to. I thought I'd do this live stream. Last time I did that before, I just got terrible views. So, what am I doing here? Why not? Yeah, I know. I was going to take these out and put them in my tool chest where I keep my stuff. Make funny getting help make voices. Okay, so man, let's see, what do we got going here? I want to go into my bedroom. Is it nighttime? Oh, it is. I'm gonna go to sleep and do it in the morning. You believe the stream will be able to hear it too? Okay. Let's Set my respawn point. That's curious. We're gonna stick this in here. Gonna stick this in here. I sure would like mending. Let's see what we can get on a book. What do we got? Impaling 1, sharpness 2, knockback 2. Knockback 2 seems not bad. Why did leaves make it sound like literally scraping the roof? Hold on. I like to put one down here so I know there's one that I like. There was when I used to travel full time. I used to travel full time and I stayed in a place that had like these giant oak trees outside of it and a metal roof. And you know, I hate to do it, but we're gonna have to. Too many cows. Oh gosh, don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it. But let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, that's fine. Holy cow! All right, we know what has to happen. Sorry, I don't mean to hit you with the wheat. I'm just impaling him with the wheat, and then we're gonna have to. Yeah, you know what we're gonna have to do. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Stop. Please stop. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry. By the way, thanks to Barney, to teaching me how I can crit a cow. And it's more humane. Even though I still killed them, I feel really bad about it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry you have to see this. Sorry. Sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I apologize. Sorry. I know. I do need fire aspect, you're right. Sorry. Excuse me. I know. How are we doing? Is that better? Oh, I know. Don't look at me that way. Where we go here? Yeah, sorry. Okay. I'll leave. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go. I feel so terrible. Okay. I'll eat a potato. We'll put this stuff away. We'll put this stuff away. So excited about building my new base above ground. Time to play Minecraft yourself? Heck yeah. Let's see, where am I going here? Here we go. Put this up there. Put this in here. I probably should cook up some more. I'm going to be lazy. And, oh, wow, get out of that. Sure. Heck yeah. Get that too. Let's, how are we going to do this? Let's cook up 2 more of these. And then we'll put this in here. Wait. Yeah. I'm just trying to think how I'm going to do this here. Put that in there. Put that in there. Put this in here. Put this down here. Good. Okay. Let's, I have so much copper now. It just makes sense to turn them into big blocks. Hopping gaming or gaming PC? Oh yeah, yeah. That's not a bad idea. That's a pretty good. I should think about doing that as part of a series. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Where am I going? I can put the 3 in here too. That's fine. Put that in here. Okay, now I think at the moment I'm just going to temporarily put this here. Stick that in there and just cook these up. Yeah, I think that's good. Doing streams and collab vids? Yeah. I'm super excited about this collab vid I have coming up. Let's get some with my friend Jonathan, JD, who is, he hosts a gaming podcast. And anything else that isn't quite fully formed yet? Yep. A couple here and there. No big deal. And we're doing repo. And that's maybe next week, maybe the week after. I don't remember. I'm super excited about that because I played a little bit of solo repo. I think solo repo is pretty grueling. It's pretty hard. But I think it's going to be super fun, full of shenanigans. You did hear repo. I coming up, I did a solo repo. I might do another one, but coming up, I'm playing some repo with a friend of mine. We're doing a collab. He's going to live stream it. I will not live stream it. I'm going to record it and turn it into a video. I think it's going to be super fun. So you look forward to that. Hopefully that's the first of a bunch of collabs. I'm trying to be more fun for it. And it would be nice. I was kind of thinking I wouldn't mind doing some repo with the community. I wouldn't mind doing repo with the gang here because I think that would be super fun. I missed one somewhere. Yep. Okay. Missed one again. It's so weird how it misses some occasionally. Hi, Watches Too Much. How you doing? This is just a screwing around, not doing much, and I just felt like kind of hanging out and playing some Minecraft. I did also mention that I think I mentioned this in the on Discord as well. I have found a goal for where my tunnel's going. You bet. Yeah, I know. I think it's only Steam. I think. Repo. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of our stuff. It's so tricky for me to do collabs and things like that. It's taken me 6 weeks to work out a time to do it with my friend Jonathan. So it's funny. Somebody was talking to me the other day about wouldn't it be great to do this full time, and it would be, but boy, our insurance is so messed up. The idea of not having insurance through an employer is scary. But I'm super excited about the island that I explored around, and it's not very far off of my tunnel. So I need to do a little exploring and figure that out, but I'm super excited about it. You usually do streams after mine? Oh, that's nice. No, I'll stream whenever you want to. Don't even question it. Stream whenever you want to. You don't need to ask me permission for anything ever. Like if you want to do a stream while I'm doing it and that has encouraged you to do it, do it. Like 100%. I absolutely encourage it. It's always so weird to me, like you have a Discord channel and people are like, absolutely no promoting your own stuff. Oh, come on, don't be that way, Just like on ours, promote your own stuff, do your own thing. Just make sure you don't spam it and do it in the right channel. Like one of the Discords and the channels I watch, I won't say who it is. They have like, I don't know, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, and they got that way because they promoted their channel, and in other channels, let them, and then they start their own Discord, and they absolutely lock it down, saying no promoting other people's channels. Like, do you remember? Like, it's so funny. Anyway, Twisted, yeah, do your own thing. Go crazy. Okay, we'll put this away. I did a little exploring. I found the island where to go. I have not found another village that has carrots yet. I know that's stupid, but I really need carrots. It's lacking, like severely. I'm gonna put a couple of these down where the cows are. Like an automatic composter? Wait, what? Holy crap! I didn't even think about that. Oh my god! You just blew my mind. Oh, no, of course. Chest on top, hopper underneath, going into the composter. Then a hopper from the compost goes. Oh my! You just blew me away. You literally just blew me away. That's incredible. Yep. That's gonna 100% happen. I didn't even think about that. Thank you so much. No. Nobody's getting anything. Stop it. Oh, no, that's not it. You're not getting anything. Nothing's happening. Go away. Okay. That still is a lot of cows. I'm not going to kill anymore because I feel real bad about it, but. The automatic hopper is a brilliant idea. And I've been putting it off, but I really do need to, at some point, completely redo my entire storage system for the copper golems. I really need to do that. And I've been putting it off because it's going to be a huge pain, but I just need to do it. Oh, no, get in there. Okay. Wow, cooked up all the steaks. Nice. Oh, just a new captains? Good, that's good. Let's go ahead and, again, I get so much copper that it just makes sense for me to turn these into cubes first. There. We can always uncube them later. Let's do that. And that. And then let's go. There, good. Nope, I'm a changed Snorgle. In fact, I just thought of something. If I go back to my old mine, maybe I can get more copper. Because I did a lot of mining before before Watchers Too Much convinced me that I was being a stupid, dumb idiot. She didn't hurt my words, not hers. Let's go. Okay. So let's go down to the mine and see if we can go back in some previous mines and find some copper. Maybe some coal. Wait. I'm going to put this here so I remember, because we won't need that down here. Okay. I'm just going to check down here, checking for copper. If we got it, if we see any, we'll go for it. If we don't, no big deal. No big deal. Okay, nothing there, that's fine. Just keep going, because I'm sure there's a non-insignificant amount of copper here that I didn't get. I'm positive. I am hungry, so I'm gonna. Yeah, like I said, I really, really need to find. I need to find something that's. I need to find a couple of things. I need to find carrots because that's going to be huge for me. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, that's my iron one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's keep looking. Need to find carrots. And it's weird that it's so hard to find carrots. I've done some exploring off camera, and I've run across a couple of villages, but none of them have carrots. It's really frustrating. It's so weird. Just keeping an eye out for copper. I'm not seeing any, which is a little weird, but that's okay. Normally it just like jumps out at you all over the place. Oh, here we go. Make sure I use my fortune pickaxe. Put the andesite up here, put this down here. Yeah, fortune makes such a difference. Any more? No. Whoop. I say no, and then it's right here. Nice. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I've teased this before. I've been listening to some Dungeons and Dragons podcasts for inspiration. I think for the challenge coming up, and I think one of the challenges I think I'm going to do, just as a heads up, I think one of the challenges is going to be parkour. We're going to have a parkour, and it may not be fast. We may need maybe you have to parkour something and do something in my order or something like that. I think that's pretty cool. I like it. There's some really great like parkour Minecrafters, really good. That was interesting to me. I brought this up before. It's so interesting to me that so many people play the game so radically differently, and it's so fascinating to me that they play it radically differently, and yet everybody enjoys it. All like nobody feels like, oh, Minecraft is really just a building game, and the PvP is a second thought. Nobody feels that way. The challenge. Progress is happening right now. Oh, it is? Sweet. I'll have to go in and check it out. That is exciting. That's really cool. That's cool. Love it. Look at that. I already have over a stack. Yeah, I got it. I understood what you were saying, Swag. That's cool. That's exciting. That's very exciting. I think just so people know as well, I think that the server we have it on is going to be in adventure mode. Just so you know. So no shenanigans. And I think I have some pretty good quizzes. As someone before, it's you can absolutely look up anything. In some cases, you can use the internet for it. In some cases, you're going to need to. It's going to be required that you do that. Whoops! Look at this. I missed it because it was on the ceiling. Okay. I might have mentioned this before. I've started playing around with the Create mod. It's so cool. I think it's really neat. I'm playing around. I want to start a series where I start playing around and making fantastical machines. Because it's really neat. I think it's really cool. Yeah, this way. It's like a gold mine, and in my gold mine, I left all this stuff here. This is great. Here we go. Tonight is pizza night, of course. I'm very excited about that. One of the things I learned from watching the mid-offs, and I kind of knew this sort of, is you don't have to mine your way in to get something. Just fill it up, and it kind of blorps over to you. This way. Oh, hey. What pizza is that? I'm not sure. I picked up some Spanish chorizo, and I think I might do that because it's so good on pizza. Wrong way. I think it's got maybe half cheese, half Spanish chorizo. I also have some honey goat cheese. Why is this here? Maybe I'll do half Spanish chorizo, half honey goat cheese. That sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, let's see. How are we doing on? Look at that. 2 stacks already. Very cool. Very excited. Man, I'm so glad that I held off on doing a bunch of this before. I haven't had honey goat cheese either, and like hot honey pizzas are a thing here. Typically, it's a little bit spicier, but I thought it sounded like a really interesting idea, so I might try that. Be a little adventurous. Yeah, not seeing anything, which is fine. That's fine. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we already have 2 full stacks, which is very exciting. It's kind of, so the stuff, yeah, it's they take sweet honey, and so typically, like here, when they have like a hot honey pizza, it is they warm the honey up and simmer it a little bit with chili peppers, so it's spicy, and then drizzle and then bake the pizza and then drizzle it over the pizza before they serve it. It's actually pretty good. I want to say it started in Detroit, but I could be totally wrong about that. It's surprisingly good. I was a little suspicious at first, but it is really good. Let's see. Not seeing it is, but that's okay. Doing well. Doing well. Okay, good. Let's see. I had a friend of mine recently got a dog, an older dog. I know I'm almost to 500 subscribers. I know, it's so exciting, Watches. Thank you for noticing. I'm very excited. I'm one away. I'm one away from 500 subscribers. We have way more pizza differences in Europe. Could be. That could be. I think that you know, here's what I say though, like I think it was you, Swag, and maybe Twisted, who turned me on to what the heck? Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, that's not, can I get that? Let me see. No, that's unfortunate. I can't get that one. Pizza tuna, like tuna pizza, which is incredible. Like I haven't made it again, but I've got some fancy tuna just waiting to be slapped on top of a pizza. When I lived in the Pacific Northwest, there was a place that used to serve breakfast pizza, and it was a pumpernickel pizza crust with like lox and cream cheese on it. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I think about that, not every day, but probably at least once a month. It's probably not even there anymore, but let's see. Okay, nothing down here, which is fine. That's fine. I was about the subscriber thing. You know, I started this year with 200 subscribers, and my goal was to get to 300. And since I started this started with Undertale, and Minecraft was a huge contributor to this. I never ever this was my goal. 500 was my goal 2 years from now. Like I never ever thought in a million years that I would be at that I would more than double my subscriber count this year. And you know, since August, it's a little frustrating because YouTube changed the way they do stuff, but it's still, I still just, I can't believe it. Like, I just can't believe it. It's more than I could have ever possibly dreamed. I can't thank all of you so much. Like, Some of you came in from Undertale, some of you came from Minecraft, some OG people came in from Stardew. When I started replaying Stardew. Okay, not seeing any here. That's fine. We have... Wow, we almost have 4 full stacks. That's crazy. I remember Watches Too Much. I specifically remember. And it's funny too that there's a couple of watchers of the stream that are OG Snorgle watchers, like go way back, which I just can't believe. Like, you know, a couple have mentioned a couple of things that I'm like, wow, that's impressive, you know. There's one or two that they're not very, they don't participate very much in the live streams, and they do just occasionally on Discord. Go back to when I started off my channel. I think I mentioned this. I did about a year because I felt like when I looked at channels that I like and appreciate, and I did some research into it, and I said I want to do a Let's Play, but I'm not sure how to do it. And super great friend mentioned that when you start off, do a game that you know really well and that you've played a bunch. That's super important. And just keep doing it and just practice, because it's a skill, and it's a skill that most people don't have, and you just need to work on it. And it's just like it's a muscle. You have to work out to do it. Why did I not put this here? Weird. And I remember that. I remember Big Clive saying the same thing. It's a skill, and it's a muscle you have to flex, and you have to work it out, and you have to do it. So for like a year, I did live streams of games I played before. Just every day, I do a couple hour live stream. And I think I did. What's the first one I did? I think the very first one I did was. I think it was Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. Which is so funny because that's so not the type of games that go on my channel now. This is before I really clearly defined like what I wanted the channel to be. At that point I was really just working on for Pete's sake. Okay, well whatever, that's fine. I'm not gonna get too upset about it. No Gribblers again. Oh, Gribbler could spawn there, couldn't it? Alright, that's what we're gonna do. We do this and put it down here. There. And so like Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, what else did I do? I did Stalker. I'm a huge, I know it's so weird, right? It's very unlike the stuff I play on my channel, but I did it because I knew the games and that was really good advice. I ended up deleting those live streams off my channel a year ago or so, because I looked at it and it didn't fit with the brand. It didn't fit what Snorgle is now. There was some swearing. It's true. And the types of games were the type of games that I typically do on my channel now. And I lamented over that for a long time, because I've mentioned before earlier in the stream, I'm a huge proponent of learning brand new things in absolutely public, because you're gonna suck at first. That's the way it goes. And there's a personal power to looking at that and realizing that and embracing it. And I really struggle with that, because I really wanted that. Let's see. Entry level case to explode. Oh, that's okay. That's cool. Huh? But then I finally realized that it did not fit with the brand of my channel. I deleted almost a year's worth of videos, like maybe a year and a half's worth of videos. You know, every single day. I wasn't super religious about it like I am now, but I did produce one every single day. But that's how I sort of, after a year and a half, I was like, I'm getting more comfortable with this. I think if you go back and listen to the very first ones, I've gotten better at it now. I've done 4.5 years of doing it every day, more than every day. Okay, we'll have to check out the lava cave. How much? Look at all the copper I have. That's neat. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Hungry, eat a potato. I think I mentioned this in one of the Minecraft videos today. I kept hearing people talking about how potatoes are like OP food, and I never got it until I realized that why am I not? Oh, I know why. Hold on. I know exactly why. I need to get some bedrock because I'm not mining it. I'm just mining copper. That's why. Okay. And it's insane how I upload so constantly. So I've had other people say the same thing, and when I set this up, I planned everything meticulously. And because before I had this channel, before I had this channel, I had a food channel, and I would produce one video a week, and I'd have to write it. It wasn't scripted, but you have to write what you're going to say. I'd have to come up with the recipe, write what I was going to say, do that, film it, edit it. It took an enormous amount of work. In addition to working my full-time job, it took me a solid 40 additional hours a week, and it was untenable. I could not keep that up. I couldn't keep up the pace. I did it for a year. Oh, that's right. I forgot there was amethyst thing there. And I did it for a year, but I couldn't keep that up and keep a full-time job and be sane. So I looked at it and thought, okay, so, but because when you do those weekly videos, and every single video has to get hundreds and hundreds of views. I mean, for my small little channel, thousands, hundreds, thousands of views. Like every single video has to be a banger, and it's an enormous amount of pressure, And so I kind of thought, there are people who upload videos every single day. What's the advantage of that? And I started thinking about that. The advantage of that is twofold. Number one is, if you work it out, you should be able to have less views per video, but the overall weekly views would be similar or greater, just in general. Which means there's a little bit less pressure. So how do you do that? Well, I looked at interviews with Jacksepticeye and particularly Rhett and Link. And Rhett and Link, OG YouTubers who've been producing daily content for 12 years, something like that. And somebody asked me how they did it. It's the same thing. It's so impressive how you do that. And they're like, well, we did it all ourselves at first, but when we first did it, we told ourselves we can't do something, film it, take multiple shots. We've got to treat it like it's a live performance. And there is editing, of course, but if you treat everything like a live performance, it just becomes significantly easier. And that's how I approached it. I did a huge amount of research. I was like, okay, how do I do this and make it engaging and make it like a live performance? And that's how I sort of approach it. I have a light hand with editing, and I've gotten really good at knowing when I need to edit something out. So there was a I could show you an example. Here's the game I figured this out on. There's a game I used to I'd play something, then I'd go through it. If I had to edit it out, then I'd edit it out, right? I'd go through it and in post, I'd edit it out and do everything you need to do like that. And the thing that's interesting is I was playing a game called Sable. And if you haven't, it's a really great game where it's basically kind of a age story. You're this young woman who is trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life, and she's on she lives on this planet, and the planet is basically this giant desert, and you cruise around on this hover bike. It's a really chill game. It's really fantastic. And the hover bike is interesting. Cave to play. Okay. And the hover bike thing is such a chill, and it's so much fun. But I noticed after I did, oh, look at that, huh? I noticed that after I did that, it was just the driving around on a hover bike was not engaging to watch. It was, and so I had to edit that stuff out. And then I started realizing I know when it's going to happen. Now I started being able to predict when I would find content was going to be particularly engaging. And so then I would say, all right, the next thing we need to do is go to this giant whale carcass and give it an avocado or so, whatever it is. You know how games are. and I said, okay, so let's head to the giant whale carcass. And then I would pause the recording, go there, and then turn it on, back on, and say, okay, here's the giant whale carcass, blah, blah, blah. It's a very typical cut you see in a lot of things. But by pausing the video, it saves me so much time. And then all I have to do then at that point is go back to that cut to where I paused it and just do a slight edit for timing so that the timing is still good. And that was huge for me. That was massive. Figuring that out was just saved me a huge amount of time from editing stuff. So now you know a little behind the scenes. But so things like that, I really thought an enormous amount about how I record the videos, how I do them, the editing process I do, and I did an enormous amount of research into it so that I could figure out how to do it every single day. And then I did it for 3 months every single day, and then realized that I had more bandwidth. I had come up with such an efficient system that I had a lot more bandwidth than I thought I would. Oh, hold on. So that's when I started doing the Iron. That's when I started doing the additional Tuesday, Thursday videos. That's how that came around. Because I realized that I'd come up with such an efficient system, I had a lot more bandwidth than I thought I would. A little peek behind the Snorgle curtain there. And it works out really well. I mean, I like to be at least a week ahead. I don't always. Sometimes I'm less than a week ahead. Sometimes I'm 2 weeks ahead. But in general, I like to be a little bit ahead. I can't really do that in Minecraft because I can't do it much. I can't do it much in Minecraft because I want the live stream to be not out of time with the uploaded videos, right? So I have to be careful about that. I can't do that on Minecraft too much. I can a little bit on exploring Minecraft and some of the other things, but in my primary world, like this world, I can't really do that with Minecraft live stream. I can do maybe up to a week ahead, but no more than that. And so I really just thought about the process and how I do it, and I'm really glad I did because it worked out really well. Because sometimes like there's been times I was like, I need a break. I need to take a break from this. So I grind pretty hard, and I'll get 2 weeks ahead, and then I can take a break for a week, and not play any games or play some other games that aren't on my channel, stuff like that. And that's been a huge factor for me. It's crazy to me how like YouTube, Twitch, they really punish people for not producing content regularly. The algorithm does. And Twitch almost in some ways almost encourages it. I can't tell you how many people I know. I know a couple people who have Twitch channels, and they're not huge channels, but they're decent. And they say, like, one of them said, they took a week vacation, said we'll be back in a week, and literally lost 75% of their subscribers. 75%. It's so crazy. And YouTube, the algorithm definitely, if you don't upload every day or on a very regular schedule, the algorithm punishes you on YouTube for sure. And that's not necessarily why I do it. I mentioned before why I do it. I do it because I enjoy it, and I've set up a system so I can do it every day. But it was a concentrated effort on my part. We're going to have a lot of XP going here. What? Okay, let's see. Not seeing anything. That's good though. How much do we have? Good. Explore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay, I think am I going crazy here? Is this too much? I feel like the answer is yes. We probably should get some of this starting to smelt. YouTube worst bosses ever? Yeah, it's 100%. It's like I said, it borders on abusive, frankly. Do I have I don't have shoot. I think what I'm going to do here. I'm going to stick one here so we know. that this is the next one we want to do. Okay. Yeah, it's like I said, it's really I don't like it. It's like, it's crazy to me. You think, like, several years ago, like 5 years ago or something like that, Jacksepticeye took a couple weeks off. This is a little bit before Twitch was super hot, and it was 8 years ago, and it was controversial at the time. Like, it was legitimately controversial, which is crazy. Why would that possibly be controversial? Like, and I remember him talking about it, that he just had to take some mental health time, and he was not doing good, from a mental standpoint, and the fact that that's controversial is upsetting. Like, everybody needs some time off. Is it nighttime? No. Everybody needs time off to recharge, And so one of the reasons how I got the idea of banking them up ahead of time was Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning. They mentioned that they record a couple weeks in advance. And one of the reasons why they don't have a lot of famous YouTube people on is that YouTubers don't do that, which I thought was super interesting. Let's go back. Okay. I have an idea. Okay. Back here, we're going to go that in there. Put this in here. It's fine. And get these cooking again. Because these are just XP machines. It's so funny to me to think that somebody says I have to take some time off because I've been uploading 2 videos every single day for 5 years, and it's killing me. And I just have to, I love it, but it's killing me, and I have to take some time off. And everybody's like, controversial. Oh my gosh. Like, what is wrong with you people? But in other ways too, on Dan TDM's channel. Yeah, I know, right? And Dan TDM, after Jacksepticeye did that, Dan TDM mentions the same things, that I take time off. And I love the fact he's so transparent now. He's like, I'm spending time with my kid. And I spent the summer with my kid, and I spent other things. And even the fact that he moved away from Minecraft was controversial. It's like everybody, it's so strange to me. It's super interesting. Let's I have 2 more of these. Yeah. We're going to temporarily put these down to get these going too, because we got a lot of stuff we need to do here. We got a lot of stuff we need to smelt. So we'll just put a couple of temporary ones here. There. Put that there. I've forgotten that people thought thought Dan TDM died. I'd totally forgotten that. That's so funny. But yeah, it's just odd how we've gotten to this place where this can go down here. This can go in here, here. We got this is XP City. Heck yeah. I like Dan TDM's content still. I never really watched him much because I wasn't really into the Minecraft stuff. So I just wouldn't watch it. But so excited about this. I'm still just incredibly excited I actually got this to work. I'm thinking of doing another one here so that they both feed into the same thing. Maybe here. Maybe there. Yeah, it's weird to think that YouTube is better. I mean, it's so funny. I was oh shoot, I forgot I had these. Put these back. There was Udus Annuus. If you did the Markiplier and Ethan did this thing in 2019 for a year through into like November 2020, and Unus Annus, which I think is Latin for 1 year, and they basically just did this channel and did all these things every single day. They uploaded a video every single day for a year, and they were some was scripted, some was not, and then they just deleted the channel after it. And it's an interesting thing. It's like they thought about the idea of having something that's ephemeral like that, right? That you just do the performance and it's gone. And I thought to myself, and this was funny, I thought to myself, these are people who aren't musicians, right? Because that's what a musical performance is. Yes, you can record it, not the same thing. But you do a performance, that performance it only exists in that time. Like again, if you want to have a recording of it, that's fine. The recording is not the same. It's not the same as it's not the same as actually experiencing. Oops. No, I need to put this down here. Actually experiencing it live. I thought that was kind of interesting. In fact, they did I guess it was a 5-year anniversary of the ending on the 13th this week, and it was really interesting to me because they were talking about how it blows their minds that so many YouTubers who came from Twitch, like he said specifically, there's a lot of gamers who were live streaming, and when lockdown first happened, they live streamed. They were live streaming, and they really blew up, and then they switched over to YouTube, and none of them know how to edit. And Ethan was like, "You're not producing the best." He says he has an editor he worked with, and Markiplier works with Lexine and a team of other editors. Like it's understandable the time, but Ethan's point was that you don't know how to solve problems, and you don't know how to execute your vision if you don't edit. If you don't know how to edit, like to me, and I agree with that. Like I enjoy the editing process, but like, how are you supposed to problem solve if something isn't quite getting the way you want to? Or how are you supposed to have a vision if you don't understand the medium? And to me, I mean, a video is the edit, right? Like it just 100% is the edit. That's what it is. And there's I have a very light hand with editing on my videos. We've discussed that before for a reason, But it's super interesting to me. Also, apparently, beet soup is as nutritious as eating a cooked chicken in Minecraft. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that in a million years. Let's cut down some bamboo too. I always think that's so interesting, And I mentioned this before. I kind of agree with Ethan. I hadn't thought of it that way before, but it's crazy to me. Not crazy. That's sounding rude, but I don't understand how you can do that and not at least understand how it's produced, right? Like I get why Markiplier and Jacksepticeye whatever don't edit that many of their videos. Although even Jacksepticeye did one recently where he talked about he didn't send a video off to his editor. He just recorded it, edited him himself the same day, and said that it was so much fun. He had so much fun. He'd kind of forgotten what it was like and why he started doing it in the first place, which I think is really interesting. But Ethan's point of that you don't understand the basics of problem solving, and so you can't even talk to your editors and explain how you want it to look, how you want to do, how you want to whatever, and he's felt like this has contributed also to the sort of the instead of producing really interesting videos, that everything's kind of, how do I say this? Everything's kind of this up in the air. You just have to have this spectacle every time instead of just producing solid content. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think it's really interesting. I think it's an interesting take, and I do think that people need to learn how to edit. I think if you don't have to do it, but I think you need to learn how to edit. I've had several people offer to edit my videos, and I'm like, I appreciate it, but I think that do we need to? Well, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We're fine. I was going to do another cow coal, but I don't think I have it in me today. I don't think I have it in me. I think at some point too, coming up, I'm going to do FNAF 3 because I had so much fun in FNAF 2, and I honestly can't believe in a million years that I passed day 3 in FNAF 2. I can't believe it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm just so pleased with myself. Let's see, can I make this? Yeah, I did. So yeah, some parkour is coming up for the challenge, which I think is going to be fun. I need to put some stuff away too. Need to put some stuff away. Oh, I wanted to show you something too. I've got I've got 10 ender pearls. I think I just need 2 more to be able to open the end portal. I do need to go. I need to go to the nether. I need to get some blaze rods, I think. I think that's right. I think so. And Kaz's suggestion of going to the end, not fighting a dragon, just taking like 500 blocks at least of something, probably cobblestone because it doesn't explode, it doesn't blow up, and making a path to the, I guess there's outer islands where you find all kinds of cool stuff like shulkers and stuff, I think, maybe. Anyway, you find ender chests too, which is cool, which I like. How do I make a bundle? It's string. Oh, string and leather. Okay. Do I have string? I want a couple more. I want 2 more. That's 4. Okay. I got plenty of leather, so let's make a couple more bundles. Yeah, there we go. A friend of yours asked you to edit the stream to a video? You know how to edit, but also he never edited even if you did it there, huh? Would be no baseline of how it should be. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm so glad that so for me, the editing part was a little bit easier because I used to do animation when I was doing video games. I also used to do animation, and so I have a little bit of a background. It's because I would say there's so much of editing is understanding the timeline and how the timeline works. That's a huge part of it. And so if you have an animation background, it becomes much easier. It's much more intuitive to edit that way. It makes a huge difference. There we go. Look at all the copper we have. That's great. So excited. How are these doing? These are almost done. We're going to need 4 more of these going. Let's get those going. Put this in here. Put this in here. He's just screaming, "Hello, I'm XP." Look, we started today's stream with I think 9, and now we have 24. I enjoy it so much, and I don't think everybody's going to enjoy editing as much as I do, but I encourage people to give it a shot. You know, I have successfully completely weaned myself off of using any Adobe product. I don't use any Adobe products at all. I don't use Premiere. I edit with DaVinci Resolve. There's a free version. I will say this, be careful. I've never had any problems with it. I have DaVinci Resolve on every single one of my machines. Barney installed it, and it kind of nuked his PC. So just, I have not heard of that before, but I just want to put that out there before you download it. I think that DaVinci Resolve is amazing software. they use it to edit like legit movies. I want to say there's something better than Adobe Acrobat Pro. 100%, 100%. Let me tell you, I don't recommend people not use Adobe products, because switching even like from Photoshop to I use GIMP now was phenomenally painful, and was months and months and months of just the most excruciating, horrible, awful pain you can possibly imagine. It was horrible. I don't recommend people do that. I just don't, because it's so hard. And Acrobat Pro's very similar, right? And the problem is with that, I'm like I can use GIMP, and I took it, and somebody asked me, well, maybe I should do that, and I was like, a graphic designer, no, I was like, don't do it. If you use Photoshop, just stick with that. Don't do it, because it's extraordinarily painful, and you're not going to be happy. It's but I hate the concept of not owning software. And Adobe's the one that did this and put this across, and I absolutely detest it. It drives me nuts. The idea that everybody now just rents software is such a horrible thing. And so I can tell you exactly what it was. When I bought a new, so I had a laptop, and I had the laptop for ages, and it finally went away. One of the fans ended up dying, and the company didn't make laptops anymore. And so I was like, well, okay, I need to, I guess I will, I need to buy a new laptop. So I checked Micro Center, and I got an MSI, a gaming laptop. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to I have the old Adobe CS like 6, with the last one before they went to the cloud. And I went to install it, and I got this message that said, oh, we don't have the servers to validate that anymore, so you can't, we don't have servers to validate this is a proper installation, so you just can't install it anymore. And I was so mad. I was so angry. And I talked to a friend of mine. They're like, yeah, if you call them up, they'll give you a key that works without validation. Like, they'll tell you a download we can do without validation. But I was like, I was fed up. I was absolutely fed up. I was like, nope, that's it. That's it. I'm never using another Adobe product as long as I live. Like, Adobe can go pound sand. And a Snorgle rant. How many people were expecting that? But yeah, and again, it was an extraordinarily painful process. It was so difficult. I just don't recommend it to anyone, even though from a conceptual standpoint, I do. Right? Okay, where are I hear some zomboids. Where are they? Where are the gribblers? Gribbler? Oh, there you are. Oh, there's an exploding one. Let's go this way. This way, please. Oh, man. You stupid jerk. Come here. What is the deal with all these gribblers? What do you do with that cow? Stupid jerk. Now I have to fix that. Doggone it. At least I didn't blow up my thing. Anybody else? Anybody else around here? No? Anybody else want to tussle? Want to tussle with this muscle? Okay, nobody wants to tussle. Let's go get some sand and fix it. Jeez. Okay. I kind of love the word tussle. It's such a funny word. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this goes in here. This goes in here. I need some sand. Yeah, let's take a full stack. I don't think we'll use it, but we'll take it. It's interesting to me how wait. Oh, that's interesting. I don't quite get the thing right, but Swag was saying something. Was it Swag? No, it might have been Striker saying something about spamming the jump key when you're going up steps makes you go up faster. That's interesting. There's a lot of things like that. Okay. Let's fill this up because I'm an idiot. I want my front yard looking fine, you know? Striker? Yeah. Yeah. There. Good as new. Or Barney. Oh, it could have been Barney too. You're right. Could have been Barney for sure. Okay, let's see here. Put the sand back. Okay. I'm feeling very positive about what we've accomplished today. I need to get more sand though. How are these doing? Nice, look at that. Lovely. Let's consolidate stuff here. There. We're gonna consolidate these. Oh, you know, I'm gonna let those continue, and we'll just make some more blocks here. I saw somebody do this on, was it Lifesteal? I don't know. Somebody had a chest full of these things, and like all blocks. Like, that's really smart. That is so smart. It saves so much space. I think I had diamonds, which is pretty impressive, frankly. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go here. That. Put that in there. That in there. Let's go ahead and get some more cooking. Put this in here. These, I want to, yeah, these are, I'm going to take you out of here as well. This too. We're going to, because these are temporary. I'm going to get that too. So we're going to, kind of an eyesore. I'm going to get rid of it. Put this back here. We can put this in here. Perfect. Nice. Great. We still have a big stack to do, but that's okay. That's all right. Nice. Perfect. Look at that. Look at all this copper I have. I should do something with it at some point in the future. But I do think that that is a pretty good place to end this live thing. Thank you so much for dropping by this completely impromptu Saturday live stream. I didn't have any big plans. I just thought we'd talk about some stuff, do some mining, play some Minecraft. Thank you so much, and I will see you for the live stream, quite possibly tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks again for attending this impromptu live stream. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.